What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, and it's time to lay out a schedule for the next week here on Seahawks Brendan Nelson. And if you were here on this channel last year, you guys probably remember how we do things, and I'm happy to say we're going to be able to do the same thing this year, it looks like. So, free agency, obviously the first week or so is pretty crazy. A lot of stuff happens over the first week or so. And I think that instead of making 20 videos a day trying to capture every little Seahawks adjacent thing that happens, it's good to just turn on a stream, sit here, and digest things as they happen in front of a live audience. So I'm happy to announce, I wasn't sure about this until pretty recently, but I'm happy to announce that this year, 2024, I'm going to be able to do it again. So, here are the plans for the next week, starting Monday, because obviously tomorrow there's nothing going on. It's just the day before free agency starts. Now, really, free agency doesn't start until the 13th, but the 11th, which is Monday, is the start of what is known as legal tampering. So, what is legal tampering? It's a short period of time. It's like 2 days and a handful of hours, where teams and players are allowed to negotiate a contract, but they cannot finalize the contract until the legal tampering period ends. So, for instance, starting 12 o'clock New York time, so that would be 9 a.m. Pacific, on Monday, March 11th, a player like a Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks could contact the Houston Texans, or the Houston Texans could contact him, and the Houston Texans could offer him a 4-year, $50 million contract. And he could be like, okay, I'll take that. And then the contract sits there until legal tampering ends, and then he can actually sign it. So, before legal tampering, the teams and the players are not even supposed to be contacting each other. Now, they probably do, but it's not supposed to happen. It's illegal. It's called tampering. That's why this period is called legal tampering. But the important part is we, as fans, get to hear about legal tampering stuff, and 99% of the time, an agreement made during legal tampering is upheld when the actual free agency starts. So, starting legal tampering, which is 9 a.m. my time, March 11th on Monday, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the stream, and we are going to follow every single move that gets made. And obviously, a lot of the moves that get made will not concern the Seahawks, but it'll still have some degree of an effect. Maybe a player that we wanted will come off the market. Maybe a player that we didn't want will sign somewhere else. Maybe a former Seahawks player will sign somewhere else, and we know we lost that player. So, the idea is we just cover as much as we can throughout the day for the first 5 days. We're going to do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And obviously, when we get to Wednesday, the actual league year and the actual free agency opens at 4 p.m. New York time, so 1 p.m. my time. So, Wednesday, 1 p.m., so basically at the midpoint of the day, will be the actual free agency period. So, a lot is going to happen this week. A lot of the big name free agents are going to come off the board. A lot of the top guys are going to sign somewhere. There are going to be some guys that re-sign with their old team. There are going to be some guys that go to new teams. And we're going to track it all. I'm going to have graphics on screen to show like the last several moves that have been made. I'm going to have graphics on screen to show like the last thing the Seahawks did. And it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. We did this last year. It went really well. This year I'm going to try to make it even a little bit better. I'm going to be going from about 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. So it's going to be basically an 8-hour stream. I am going to be taking breaks. I am going to go eat. I am going to be doing a few other things as well. It's not like I'm just going to be here getting all sweaty trying to do some kind of... It's not like you're speed running a video game and you have to focus every single second. But the stream should be an 8-hour stream on should be YouTube, Twitter, or X now, and Facebook. If I'm having bitrate issues, I'll just relegate it to YouTube only, because usually when I go to one streaming output only. It'll fix the bitrate issue, so if that's what I have to do, then I will do that for sure. But yeah, come on out. Come on out to the streams. Even if you're a fan of another team, I'll be covering every angle of free agency for pretty much every team. Any move that gets made of any consequence is going to be at least discussed. I'm going to be tracking all of the latest on X from the big guns, Schefter, Rappaport. I guess Brady Henderson's more local, but he's usually on top of stuff. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see what's up. We're going to do it 5 straight days. So it's going to be basically 40 hours of streaming. And every time something happens that is notably relevant for the Seahawks, I'll cut a video from the stream, upload it, so that way the people who aren't in stream and only watch the videos also get the most important updates. So we'll still be making videos every time something relevant happens, so that's not changing, but that's the plan. So the only thing you guys need to do to help me is come out to the stream and have fun. Have a good time, show up, talk in the chat, discuss the moves that get made, discuss what you want to see happen, and just basically make it a fun experience for everybody. And by the end of the week, we'll have a much better idea of what the 2024 NFL season is going to look like. We're going to see a lot of movement. We're going to see a lot of interesting decisions. And this is one of those little windows. This is going to be one of those little windows of the offseason where a ton of stuff happens to affect the league. So you have the first week of free agency, and then you have the draft. Those are the 2 windows where things really pop off. So yeah, that's really all I got to say. So I will be setting up the stream to go live Monday morning, and we will be doing it every day until the end of the week. All right, so thank you. I hope you're excited. I hope you're excited for free agency. I hope you're excited for my coverage of it. I will say that last year, there were a couple times where I fell asleep off stream because not enough was happening and I was tired. I'm going to really try to prevent that this year. If I have to drink a lot of coffee, then I will do that. So that should be interesting to see how I react to that on stream. But yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid falling asleep this year. Last year, the streams were great. A lot of people showed up. Had hundreds and hundreds of people in the stream. Everybody gathered together to have fun and talk about free agency. Let's try to recreate that. I know a lot of people are going to be at work. I know a lot of people are going to be maybe at school. People are going to be busy. But anytime that you can show up and support any way that you can, anytime that you can say something in chat, anytime you can like the stream, anytime you can donate, anytime you can become a member, all of it helps. All of it helps to grow. And let's just try to make this free agency period as fun as possible. I don't know how active the Seahawks are going to be. I have no idea what they're planning to do. But I do know that there are things that need to be done, that should be done, and we're going to be tracking every little bit of it. So 40-hour stream week coming up, going to be fun. Basically going to be like a 9-to-5 job, almost. Close. Not quite. Well, it depends on the job. But this is just something I do once a year, and it's been fun in the past. Let's make it fun again. All right, catch you guys later.